Hi guys, part 11 of the Warhound Titan build. Thank you all for sticking with it. I'm due to paint the body. I'm going to paint the interior, like we said last time, so I'm going to paint the interior of this front section. You'll note that I've sanded off the paint, and I'll sand a bit more off actually, so we get a good, and these are the bits that the glue are going to go on, so we get a good glue joint when we glue this to the main body. But I just wanted to show you before I do it. We've completed this. So we have colour matched the underside of the hatch to the ventilator bank, and we have finished, we've glued in the grille, and we've painted the metallic detailing work and some little switch button hatch things on the tops. So I think it's pretty effective. Picked out the rivets again. What I wanted to show you is that once I put the ventilator bank in, it kind of just expanded this carapace, the hatch, slightly, and wouldn't fit back in here. It was really tight fit. So I've gone in with some files. These are bigger than normal. These are bigger than your normal modelling files. I haven't got a modelling file here just to show you the comparison, but they're fairly big, thick. So I've used these files to go in and remove some material, basically. So I've made this. I've made this flush because this was slightly proud of this back section. So I've removed some material here. I've removed a little bit of material from each side, as you can see. And the front section here, there's a little lip here, back here, that was encumbering the hatch. So I've had to remove material, just so you know, just in the spirit of showing you exactly what needs to be done, fettling, etc. with your Warhound. So, but in the trade-off of that, this fits now, no bother whatsoever. Hatches are level, all the paint obviously matches up, and it fits perfectly, absolutely perfectly. I'm really happy with that. So this is done, so that can go to the done pile. And now I need to mask off. I mean, I was pretty careful obviously with my files, and I haven't ruined the paintwork that I want to keep nice. And I'm going to mask these edges off, and then go back in with a black rattle can and reprime everything. I'm going to mask off the red and the hazard striping, and go back in and reprime it with black, and then start painting. So I will get back to you when I've painted the interior sections, and then we're just about to glue up, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. Catch you in a sec. Okay, and we've done a bit more painting. We've gone back in and primed this all black, so that's all done now. And we've painted up where we removed material, so that all fits nicely, so that's done. And I've been painting the internal section of the body. So we have put in the lift and the winches, just painted a few bits of light switches and stuff, and put in the shrine and painted that, and just sort of painted the pipes up and the rest of the body there. So we've got our top hatch, and I've just painted the underside of that just to make sure it's completed, and we're going to glue that on now, and then you'll never see this detailing again basically, but just wanted to ensure that everything on the Titan was painted. So I'm going to do that. So once that's done, so the interior of this body will be finished then, and I can move on to the exterior, and I will crack on with this section. So I can paint in here. I'll probably paint in here first, and then put the body together, let that dry overnight, and then I'll paint the servitors then, because I can paint those. It doesn't matter if this body is connected to the rest of the Titan, because the servitors are accessible anyway. But I think I'll paint all this and then glue it all together, and I shall show you that when I'm about to do it. Cheers guys. Okay, and this is the body clamped up basically. I've painted interior section and the front section, and I'm not sure if I'd do that again actually. Again, this is a learning experience for me, even though I've built one before, and sort of trying to tell you the best way to do things, or you know, what I consider the best way to do things. And I think if I got another one, I'd probably put all this together actually, because the interior detail is quite small, and really you're not going to see it unless you really inspect it. But anyway, the way I've done it is I've clamped it. I've got clamps on the front to the back, pulling it together this way, and I've put clamps, 2 clamps on each side, pushing it down, because there's sort of 4 joints really. Kind of got your 2 back sections by your engine room here on both sides, and then this top section here where those pipes in the front section meet the underside where the servitors are. So I'm gonna do all this off camera, and I'll show you the results. Hi guys, right, the clamps are off and we are solid. This front section is, I mean, now you can see it's all together. I think that looks really nice. I think now it's all in context and you can kind of see how it all fits together. I'm really pleased with that. Glued the top hatch on. Obviously I've got a bit of scuff in here, a bit of scuff in there, and on the underside a bit of scuffing on this corner here, and along here, which will all be painted gold anyway. And underneath I had a bit of a gap between these 2 sections here, sorry, and so I've green stuffed that, and where I've put the clamps obviously I've scratched the paintwork, etc. So I'm going to just go back in, bits of metal shavings off something, I'm not sure, but anyway, I'm just going to go back in and just respray the undersides of this when this green stuff's dry, just repaint this, and just touch all the little bits up, and then I can go back in and paint it properly then. But looking really cool. I'll show you the top hatch on. So there's the top hatch again, fitting lovely. Really pleased with the way that's come out. I'm really chuffed with that. And then just as a little extra, there's the interior, sorry. I'll show you the interior. I haven't painted the servitors yet. I do that, but I've kind of mixed up the pipe work there with some copper pipe, and see some wires down there, done some black and yellow stripe wire. You can see the glue, the JB Weld that's squidged through here, but that's going to be covered when I put the door in. I'm going to glue the door in, so I don't want the door removable particularly, so that's fine. And then the rest of the interior there, again, like I say, touch up bits here and stuff, so that's cool. And then just as a little aside, I'll just show you, I've painted the detailing bits on these leg guards and just the backs, just to give them a metallic finish, so they're done, apart from weathering obviously when I come to do that, when it's the whole model's finished. Painted the skull and the Mechanicum symbol on there, and again just painted those black just to finish them off, and again they're going to get glued on, you won't see the black bits on there. And the waist armour, just done the metallic effect on the back and painted the chain hooks. So I mean, we'll get into the banner and stuff a bit later on, but obviously all this will be kind of weathered up once the model's completed, because I'll weather it all at the same time when it's finished, so all the weathering's kind of consistent throughout the model, and not do a little bit here and there, and then for the weathering to be kind of inconsistent throughout the model. So a little bit of tidying up on this to do. Again, like I said, I'm not sure if I, in the future, might just glue the lot together, rather than painting bits and then gluing it together. It's tricky actually. It's really difficult to do that without damaging it too much. And I mean, in fairness, I haven't created a lot of damage. You can see some JB Weld on the side there, which will be covered by paint. That's quite a smooth joint actually. Hasn't squidged through so much on there. But try to be mindful when I was putting the JB Weld on about glue kind of squidging through the gaps. So probably in the future would put the whole thing together first. Again, I've got some fingerprint marks here, but again, this brown section here is all going to be painted in gold. Where else have I got fingerprints on the ends down here and stuff? So I mean, I need to going to go through the whole thing, the whole top section, and tidy it all up, so it's all back to niceness, and then I'll go back in and repaint. So that's it for now, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys.